insane dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shakes the beat. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shakes the beat. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her fall, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Hello, can you guys hear me okay? I was having trouble connecting my sound. My AirPods, like I said, they're so finicky. Some days they want to connect, some days they're like, no, no, only an iPhone will do. So sorry. Good morning, everybody. How the hell are you? Hello, Mrs. C, Free the People. Oh, by the way, I have a pinned message at the top before I continue my hellos. We had a rogue mod, and I was wondering why things were happening and why I wasn't seeing certain people, but for the most part, I didn't have any way to reach out to anybody, so I just hoped they came back or created another account. But I noticed like Sniper was blocked, Eric was blocked, the wrong Missy was blocked. Who else? Fashionable was blocked. I don't know. It was up to 10. I've tried to fix what I can. For some reason, on my end, like if I go to my settings in my YouTube, it doesn't show. I think so. I think I had a rogue mod. So if a mod blocks somebody, I don't think it'll show in my settings in my studio. So, anyways, if you feel that you have been blocked and you're wondering why nobody can see you, you probably weren't blocked. So please reach out to me. People have been reaching out to me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please reach out to me and I will fix it. Hello, Sleeping Lisa. Hello, Eileen. Erin, good to see you. Hello, BK. Chickadee. Hello. Let me see who else is here. Lori. Hello, gorgeous. Mrs. C. Hello, my friend. Yorkshire Boomer. Good morning to you. Eric, I'm so glad to see you back. No, I will never block you. All right, you guys. So we have to. Do I sound okay? Sounds good. Okay. So I took yesterday off because basically I'm about to have my child home for the whole summer and laundry up my ass. I'm cleaning up my ass and I needed a day. I just needed a day to watch all of my shows, which basically only consist of Below Deck and The Valley these days. So I got all caught up on The Valley. If you are not watching The Valley, you should be. It is so fucking good. And I ate Portos, and it was kind of amazing. But I missed you guys. I don't think anything major has been happening, but there's been a lot of foodie beauty gossip. I know PAWS shared their response to Foodie Beauty. Alaa went on Milky's channel and said, Salah doesn't work. Foodie pays for everything. Salah's dad apparently has cut him off, and he said he doesn't think that Salah and Chantal are really married. Short Mama said Foodie's lawyer contacted him, but no one believes him. Okay, if you were involved in a criminal case, right? Like, why would you have your lawyer reach out to your mama? What is he going to help? It doesn't make any sense to me. And then he's still spouting off. He thinks Foodie Beauty is getting sued. So what I think happened, your mama has a brother that's supposedly a lawyer. I don't know. Your mama lies about everything. He probably asked his brother, who probably works in like something that has nothing to do with this, and said, "What do you think will happen?" Lies. He's so dumb. He is. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. So this is gonna be basically, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I need more caffeine in my life. A summary of what's happened that we've missed, okay? Okay. So I did post Pause Kuwait message to Foodie Beauty. It was a response. Um, Let me see if I can find it in this thread. I know. Can you guys see my screen? All right, let me fix this. Hey, Dave. That's because there is no lawyer. I doubt that there is. If there was a lawyer, I would assume they would have told Foodie Beauty to shut up. Oh, now I can't see my post. Hello? Why are we still spinning? And please don't kick me off where I am because. Oh, wait. Okay, let's try this again. Let me in, motherfucker. Okay, Marcy said, I read Mo Translate's version of this message to my husband, who's from a North African country. This is what he said. Him, she insulted Islam? Is that what they said? Me, yes. Him, seriously? In an Islamic country? Me, yes. Him, she is fucked. Don't they still do honor killings there? These are the things that I would be concerned about, but not Foodie Beauty, not a care in the world. Hold on, I thought there was a translation. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong thread. We're going to go on a journey, you guys, so just go along with it, okay? Just go along with it. I might be confused for a second, but I will always find my way. Always. Okay. I'm looking for a specific translation that I'm hoping I can find. Okay. So PAWS Kuwait said, the important thing is this will go to the right place. I'm just saying, who are you to sit there and Shark, which is East Kuwait, attacking and insulting people, causing problems, gathering donations, threatening people, humiliating people, insulting Islam, challenging us, and you're the one breaking the laws entirely. You violated all the laws. Who are you? What kind of power do you think you have that allows you to do all this? You think you won't be held accountable by the law? You will be, whether through the law or through someone named Salah Muwash? Wash? I don't know how to say it. Whether that's a name or term, unclear. You'll be held accountable. One way or another, by the will of God, you will be held accountable. You're sitting there extremizing things, accusing, insulting, spreading rumors, insulting religion, insulting Kuwait, insulting everything, and everything you do is recorded and registered. Everything. We will take action, especially since you filmed wildlife locations in Kuwait with Salah. You won't escape final punishment. As for me, I have no business with you. What are you doing? Where did you come from? Who are you even living with? What are you doing here? I have no business with this whole thing. But once you start messing with religion and people's dignity, I will respond and teach you a lesson through the law. I thought that was so amazing. Hold on, let me go back to my chat. With the way Foodie's acting, she's going to get those flyers posted in New York about her posted in Kuwait now. Probably. Let me see. Kim, hey. They do. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Aaron said this is a criminal matter, not a civil matter. There is no suing. And that, again, we know your mom is full of shit, but I think he's trying to save his dying channel. His views are really bad. So I don't know, ever since everybody found out that he killed his neighbor's cat, I don't think people want to pay attention to him, so he's getting desperate. He is. All right, let's keep going, you guys. Oh, wait, it would help if I got off this post. And let's continue on. Hello? Why are you effing with me, laptop, today? Why? Why? P.I. said PAWS Kuwait faced abuse claims 11 years ago, but I'm unaware of any since. While scrutiny is fair, it's not accurate to label them abusive today based solely on a decade-old video. As with any animal welfare group, it's advisable to stay informed and consider current practices when forming opinions. Yeah, I know there's people going around and they want us to hold PAWS Kuwait accountable for things from 11 years ago. But from what I heard, somebody completely took over PAWS Kuwait. I'm not sure what they're trying to accomplish here. I feel like there's a lot of people, I don't know, there's still crazy people who are going to root for Foodie Beauty or crazy people who just don't like that the reaction channels are talking about this. So they're like, why don't you talk about what PAWS Kuwait did 11 years ago? Because we're currently talking about what they did recently, which was give veterinary care to animals, give them medicine, get them all healthy so they could be adopted out. That is what I do know. So Deb Deb said, let's be honest. Do you really think if they abused animals, they would highlight themselves when trying to have Foodie face her own consequences? Like you said, it was a decade ago, and someone has since come along and worked very hard to turn the charity around. And when people pick apart stuff like this, they just feed it to Foodie, where she will try and use it against them. Your mom's emotional support carrot said, cheers. I've been saying this all morning. Oh my gosh, Chickadee, thank you. Thank you so much for gifting a membership. And Catty Kitty got it. Welcome back, Catty Kitty. Oh my God, thanks. PAWS Kuwait is ran by different people now than 11 years ago. Yeah. It's the same people who want you to answer for what you did 20 years ago, right? I don't know. I just think that it would be really stupid if they truly did wrong to highlight themselves and put themselves front and center of all this. So, anyways, let's keep going and get more opinions. Opal said, I found this blog from 2007, written by an American, I believe, in Kuwait. It seems PAWS used to be affiliated with IVH, International Veterinary Hospital, and IVH was doing some shady stuff for profit, which led the folks at PAWS to take care of these animals out of their homes. Yeah. Mango said maybe this is why they now have these laws and why PAWS refuses to get caught up again. Who knows? It's one vague report compared to 3 years of Chantal breaking laws in Kuwait. And that's after 2 to 3 years of her driving drunk and high in Canada. Yeah, I mean, if it's ran by new people, what am I supposed to be holding them accountable for? Like, they took over and now they're stuck with all this shit, that the other people did. So, there was an article from this woman who spent 6 months in a Kuwaiti prison, and she said it was the worst 6 months of her life. Hector Lama said this is what Foodie could be looking forward to if she didn't already leave Kuwait. I think she's hiding out at a campground. I don't know. Or maybe I just want to believe that so badly. Milk Tea said just as a point for everyone waiting for updates, if the case has been referred, it will need processing time. Even if they move quickly, Eid is coming up this weekend, which means a 5-day public holiday, Thursday through Monday here in Oman. So that will put a pause on things. Okay, so we should get an update then after the holiday. I know Abby, I call her Abby. I know Abby has been going live and speaking on her experience. Here's a 4-minute clip I thought we could watch. Tat Bondi said, good morning, gorgeous people of Girl World. A message from Abby. Now let's go bury these two vile creatures. I'm not sure if the message from Salah have been sent. If not, and then they said, let's get busy. Okay.
Picture of Kaibela from Salah. His voice messages.
Oh, don't.
His picture. Okay? These are the things that are going to piss off Kuwait more than anything else. More than the cats, the donations, the begging, the oil rigs, the cemeteries, the filming in public, more than squatting in Kuwait on a tourist visa for 3 years, more than fake marriages. The biggest thing, the harshest crime
Yes,
that
Lisa.
you can do in a Muslim country, including Kuwait, because if you're not aware, Kuwait is a Muslim country. The biggest crime that you can commit is immorality, and in public. You have to look at this situation from an Islamic perspective, not from your Western perspective, your Western mentality. This is a Muslim country, and whether a Muslim country is super strict or not, whether they follow some Sharia or not, doesn't matter. It's a Muslim country, and they care about immorality. They care
should be.
about, these things more than the other crimes.
I mean, don't they have a morality police? Am I wrong about that? It makes sense.
And I'm telling you with 100% surety that if someone would send the voice messages, the screenshots, the pictures from this whole Kaibela thing to PAWS Kuwait, and if they were to include that in the list, the unending list of crimes that they have both committed while in Kuwait, I promise you it's those things, that the screenshots, all the receipts for all that, that's going to be the nails in their coffin. Because Salah has committed shirk. He's committed kafir. So when you commit shirk in Islam, it takes you out of the fold of Islam and you're no longer a Muslim. This is not my rule or my law. This is in our books, in our Islamic teachings. And both of them have committed shirk and kufr. So both of them, by Islamic teachings, are not Muslims. They are both out of the fold. They have taken themselves out of the fold of Islam. The PORN that Salah sent to Kaibela, the shirk, the messages, the voice messages, Chantal telling people publicly about other Kuwaiti couples, their intimate sexual lives, calling them names, calling her names, his wife names in Arabic, and saying all those things about Kuwaiti citizens. Those things, this is the stuff that you guys want to get to PAWS Kuwait. Because again, Salah especially, but Salah and Chantal are so immoral. And a Muslim country does not take anything more serious, especially illegal people in their country. But that is the thing that they will take the most serious. That is the thing that they will go after the hardest and give the harshest punishment for. Trust me, if you want to see nearly the hand of God strike down upon these two vile people, make sure that PAWS Kuwait has those screenshots of those conversations from Salah, those voice clips, okay? Those pictures, please censor them. They will be shocked half to death. And the video compilation of Chantal attempting to curse in Arabic, because I promise you, clearly the hand of God will reach down and smite this vile creature we call Chantal.
Tell me why I got goosebumps. As soon as she said smite, I'm like, oh. Moonface, thank you so much for the super chat. I picked the wrong week to go on vacation. Oh no. Well, enjoy your vacation. And when you have your downtime, then just catch up, okay? I hope you're having a fun time. Eric said, I've seen people talk about this chick the same way she's talking about Foodie and disrespecting the Muslim community. I've heard that too. What I will say is this woman has always been nice to me, so I have not a bad thing to say about her. Okay, she's always been kind and respectful to me. It's interesting seeing her perspective. I kind of love knowing that she was a rapper at some point. I don't know, that gives me life. Um, Anyways, we've been talking though. Thank you so much, Moonface, for the super chat. I've been saying, at least I've been saying this. I don't know if anybody else thinks this way. I was wondering, I know there's a morality police, and Salah goes around saying that he's God. And other things, I mean, the corn on his phone, everything else, like, I was wondering why nobody paid attention to him. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw a young woman, I think she was getting on a bus or something. This clip fucked me up too. She was getting on a bus or a train and she wasn't wearing her head covering and she was dragged off and they beat the shit out of her. Like, that happens if you don't cover your hair, but Salah can go around with corn on his phone, sending it to other women and claiming that he's God? I don't know. Remember, Jesus forgives. He does. He does. I am living proof of that. Remember these pictures of Foodie Beauty? Jessica said, let's never forget these. Hey, back rooms. Oh, God. I kind of want her to go back to this, though. Not the flashing, but these were just better times. Oh, God. I'm so glad they edited that out. She used to flash us all the time. At one point, I saw more of her badge than my own. Do you guys remember the bathtub pics? Oh, I think this is my favorite picture ever. Let me tell you, I know my sister is in a bad mood today because she's sick, so I'm going to send her this picture and hopefully it cheers her up. All right, let's keep going. To anybody who thinks I mean, it's just the kind of relationship I have with my sister. We're always trying to make each other laugh. So, I don't know, we're sisters. I'm sending this to her. Maybe a cigarette will make you feel better, sis. All right, let's keep going. Uh, come here, big mama. Illogical. Hey, Andrea. Crazy depends what country you're in. Iran, Iraq. Oh, yes, morality police. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time to me. You know, I take for granted. I think about this. Not that I ever want to break the law again. Like, I'm so past that life. But, like, the stuff I did like wasn't going to get me stoned or killed or 50 lashings or anything else. Like, you know, I really am grateful for the place that I live in. I am. I'm not talking shit about where anybody else lives, but I'm really happy that I don't have to worry about weird things. That might not be weird to you, but I like that I can go wear a bikini if I want to in the snow. I could snowboard down a mountain in a bikini if I wanted to. I wouldn't because that's too cold, but I could. Um, I like that I could watch corn if I wanted to. You know what I mean? These are things I will never take for granted. All right, so let's keep going. North Star said, wonder if the ex-buddy of Salah, Mr. Shabib, knows if Foodie Beauty is still lingering around in Kuwait. Oh yeah, I think I have a clip of Salah. I mean, not Salah, Allah at some point. Somebody asked Allah, are you aware Salah and Chantal will be investigated? Can you please make a video? Is Murad in trouble? Salah could be deported. He says, I don't care for them and nothing for Mr. Murad. Yeah, things come out about Salah's supposed job too. It might take a moment to get there, but just go along on the journey, vape if you have to, okay? Your mom's emotional support carrot said, seeing camels harassed and meat paws on kittens. Children being filmed, and Chantal always shitting. Hardy's paper packages and her pupils' Salah strings. These are a few of my not favorite things. Bye, bitch! She was so beautiful, by the way. I look at her, and I think how at one time she was considered fat. She was never fat. She had the most gorgeous body in the world. Anyways, okay, that's the topic for another day. Shenanigans said, does anyone else think that Chantal, if she's still there, and Salah are desert beezing to avoid being caught? If so, I hope they brought enough water. See, okay, that's what I want to believe. I want to believe she's sitting scared alone in the desert, not knowing if people are going to fly over her at any moment or drones are going to come in. I don't know. I'm just being dramatic here. But then I think about how she's stuck in like 900 layers of fabric and it's really fucking hot. Do we really think she's at a campground? I mean, desperate times, I guess, call for desperate measures, but I just don't see it happening. I just don't. Her curves were right. She was so beautiful. Like everything about Marilyn Monroe was beautiful. She was absolutely gorgeous. Hold on, I got a cough. Explosion in a mattress factory describes Fatso. She's busting out all over. Hold on, let me look at these replies really fast. If you know, you know. Titanium said, I could see them both leaving for Thailand. Airfare is under 200 US dollars per ticket. We all know Chantal didn't have enough money to buy a ticket to Canada for herself. Maybe Pete's or her mom would help, but I'm still leaning towards her still being in Kuwait. Wookie Lover said not in 100-degree weather, she isn't. Yeah, one campground they went to, I swear there was like a shed that was air conditioning or something. Air conditioned? But then how is she going to stay stuck in that? Carla said, oh, Caddy! Good morning. I just know Bush Hog is miserable. I do too, and it gives me life. Thank you so much for the super chat, beautiful. Hey, Kelly, love that Marilyn Monroe is waving bye to the one who claims to be prettier than 90% of YouTube. Hey, Dot, I'm sure Alon Murad will be investigated too. Probably. Remember when Salah and Chantal were bragging in a live stream that Allah could get the whiskey, the weeds, the laptops, the cell phones? Basically, they were letting us know he's a dealer. Chickadee said she already had a return flight sorted. She'd had to have it to re-enter. Let's see. Carla said, no, I think Chantal's in Canada at her mom's or her aunt's home. Salah's probably with his own family, especially since he's out there. He lives in Kuwait at a much greater risk now. But Allah said that his family cut him off. Rat Snack said, yes, I do. The moment they started looking into her and knew she wasn't a legal resident, they put her on a no-fly list. I'm telling you, they don't joke around. This is a country you don't mess around in. They take things seriously. As they should. As they should. You don't want people coming in and thinking they could disrespect your culture, your religion, your people, right? Marcy said Chantal was right about one thing. Season 3 was totally lit. Metaphorically speaking, she basically set the entire country of Kuwait on fire with her blasphemy and pigheadedness into an epic display that could probably be seen from space. Also, she could hide her fat chins. Oh my God. Also, she could hide her fat chins and have a man that she paid for as a prop for her channel. Should have stayed in Canada, cutie. She got greedy. I feel like that's like a lot of people's biggest downfall in life. They get greedy and then they don't know when to stop. She wanted to keep making money to feed her addiction, knowing that she wasn't supposed to be making or earning income over there. She got away with a few things, so she figured she could get away with a lot more. She got greedy. What is the country that they could drive to? Qatar? I can't remember, but she mentioned it at some point. I feel like you're right, because I was thinking it was close to visa run. Well, wasn't June 21st or something? We figured she was supposed to go on another visa run. Hey, Matt Detective, has she posted any messages? Foodie? I haven't seen her do anything other than approve comments, and her PayPal is no longer in her link to her YouTube channel. Mrs. Morris said, so I've heard her PayPal is now flagged. So I thought that was true, and I posted it to my community tab, but her PayPal is still up, and it does say, like, there's an option to send her money. I think she just took it off of her YouTube channel to try and draw attention away from it. How can she still have a YouTube channel being she's a fleeing criminal? Well, I heard from a little birdie that YouTube is looking into it. So take that with a grain of salt. You never know, but cross your fingers and let's hope it actually happens. Okay, I don't know who this is, but everybody was talking about how this guy's going to talk about Foodie Beauty, legal mindset.
Guderbekta for 28 Swedish krona says, what happens with Foodie Beauty in Kuwait? A lot of people have been asking me to cover that. I'm really confused about what the legal issue is. So I have to like really do the research on that. I may or may not be able to get to it, but I did get like 3 or 4 emails on that. So I'll check that one out. But I have no idea. I need to do some research on that, but thank you for the topic.
He has very shiny hair. Very shiny hair. I doubt his family would want to be incriminated by hiding Salah. They're true. How can she still have a YouTube channel days ago? Hey, Grunge. Has anyone tried to fish her again? Well, people tried requesting cameos. Oh, you mean IP fish? No, not that I'm aware of. But people were trying to get her to do cameos because remember There was one point in time where we found out she was in Canada because she did a cameo and she put like a dress or something up in the background. So people were trying to get her to do that again, but she was canceling them. So, uh, Runs with Scissors said Milky Chai nailed it. Damn, that was so good. You were so polite and engaging. Allah had tea and Foodie Beauty is going to lose her mind. Salah was disowned after Chantal met him. Salah has nothing, but everything is in his name. He couldn't afford university. No, they're not married and they're in big trouble. I feel like I have clips. Oh, I do. Okay, Kristen said, Foodie Beauty's favorite person, Allah, is alive with Milky Chai. Come check it out. There's several clips, you guys. Hold on.
Yay! So sorry about that. Thank you for bearing with me. Yay! So sorry about that. Thank you for bearing with me. I really appreciate it.
Hello.
Hi!
Hi, Bezos.
Hi, Bezos! Yay! So sorry about that. Thank you for bearing with me.
Oh, sorry.
I
Hey,
really appreciate
Kaz.
it.
Hello.
Hey, Kaz, good to see you. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, hello. She can't come back? You don't think so? Okay, let's keep going. To Canada, you mean? Well, I heard she's going to be in trouble there too because people were letting her, whoever's in charge, her trustee or whatever, whoever's in charge of her bankruptcy, all of that, they were letting her know that she made money over in Kuwait. Let's see. So PAWS Kuwait had an update. We'll definitely know after the investigation because somebody asked Nora's coming against her in Salah. They said, thank you. Any idea if she's in hiding or where she is in hiding? PAWS Kuwait said, we'll definitely know more after the investigation. After Eid meeting next week, there will be more complaints. They will be filed against her in Salah. It's no longer Bruce or collecting donations. She called us Muslim terrorists, and this took the situation way far. And then they even said way far again. Yikes. Kimber said, things are about to go down for Foodie and Salah. Petty One said, are they saying they know that that account was Foodie Beauty? Foodie Beauty messed up. I'm sure they have ways to find out, and it wouldn't surprise me. Hey, Bunny. Hey, Nick. It honestly, when I read the threats that they were getting, first thing I was like, that's Chantal. That's Chantal. But I'm sure they have ways to trace exactly where the IP address comes from. They can find that shit out, especially if they have a lawyer involved and everything else. It wouldn't surprise me that she was threatening them at all. At all. So Kelly said, as of 10 minutes ago, Foodie Beauty has approved of this comment. So she's not locked up. But what I want to know is if she's in Kuwait or Canada. Yeah, she has to approve all of her comments right now. So she's checking them. And I said, I'm pretty sure they're not locking up a 550-pound middle-aged Canadian with uncontrolled diabetes, riddled with other illnesses. But I do think, given the list of charges, she will get deported. If she's still there and never allowed back, it'd be good. I'd be good with that. Thank you for getting my main account fixed. Oh, no problem. It would be the stupidest move in her life if she stayed in Kuwait. But she's stupid. She's defiant. She'd be the person to stay there when everybody's telling her. Her family even probably told her, come back. No, I love him. What about Salah? Who cares about Salah? He'd leave your ass in a second. Lizzie said, it just dawned on me, she says here, because Salah has a business, he can give people civil IDs. Is this what the perfume business does? They give people civil IDs in exchange for money? Why is their account gone? I don't know what it said. Shoot. Oh, wait. Meandering Thought said yes, and I've said this from the beginning, and that the perfume business is just a front. And she couldn't keep her mouth shut. Those companies actually exist in Kuwait. Explains why he just once in a while has to go in and collect his share of money. If this is the post I was thinking about and it got deleted, it was basically people theorizing if she's involved in money laundering. Hey Jay, if she left, she would lose her husband, so I think she took the risk and stayed. Yeah, she probably did. She's an idiot. I swear when they like charge her with whatever, she'll be like, what about my face card? I'm prettier than 90% of you guys. T.I. said, so according to Allah, Salah has been cut off by his dad, and he has no college degree. He's unemployed and was denied entry into Canada twice. Twice. I know he can't be trusted, but this actually all checks out. Twice? Hectic Moment said, did he give a statement somewhere? But yeah, that's pretty much what we all thought about him. Foodie Beauty tried to talk him up as some great catch of a mate because it's wild in her mind, or it would in her mind make her better than us and more desirable. No good man wants that. Kelly said money laundering is an international crime with her Canadian bank account and Salah's Kuwaiti. I think she'd be stupid to get involved with it, but she's stupid. She's stupid. Anya Huckleberry said, I believe it. Not only did we assume he was a disgrace to the family before she showed up, Pops might have chosen to distance himself, knowing the morality laws they were breaking. In addition to him hitching his cart to the literal worst and most shameful partner. Sue said, oh no, not her handsomest man. No surprise, we could see what a bum he really is. I mean, I never once believed he was educated. I'm sorry. I know I'm not the smartest person on this planet, but Salah is like as smart as a rock. Your mom's emotional support carrot said Chantal wouldn't be detained, effectively locked up for collecting money. However, if they caught her violating visa regulations, she could be detained. Can people stop arguing semantics? The twat is in trouble and deserves to be. She really does deserve to be. Caddy said, I think she would funnel money into his account. Remember, he has three black belts. I think he bought them. I think he bought them. I don't think he ever fought anything. Like, look at his hands, look at his arms. No, nothing, nothing. So wait, if she violates the residency law, it says using a visa illegally, such as overstaying or working without proper authorization, constitutes a violation of Kuwait's residency laws. Detention and potential deportation. Authorities can detain individuals for violating residency or labor laws, potentially as a precursor to deportation. Government crackdowns. Kuwait has intensified efforts to identify and deport individuals who violate residency and labor laws. Yikes. Nicole said, Allah said Chantal's name is already flagged. Not sure why he thinks/knows that. Said that if she's in Kuwait and won't be able to get out, and if she's out, she won't be able to come back. I'm believing more and more she's still there. She is. Well, let me look at my replies. Kelly said she grabbed her YouTube plaque and he grabbed his black belt medals and they fled. Always Dreaming said, I would think if a tourist has papers filed against them, that would trigger a flag on her passport at the airport. Just my opinion, but I hope that's how it goes in Kuwait. She better have left when it all blew up before papers were filed. Dark Booba said, I interpreted it as him meaning that when they launch an investigation after the PAWS complaint, they will bar entry. His accent in English is still a bit hard to understand. Dot said, well, she wanted to be famous. True. Elizabeth said her leaving the country every 90 days surely would put her on someone's radar. I mean, now it definitely is. Maybe people didn't notice before. I don't know. Sandy said, per Milky Chai's current interview with Allah, Salah has been unemployed since Chantal showed up. And that seems to be when his family disowned him. She pays for everything. He has no degree and tried to get into Canada twice and failed. Oh, this is an elephant causing chaos in a Thai grocery store when it walked in and helped itself to snacks. It's so cute. Eyelash said, Reddit found Foodie Beauty. It's cleaner than Foodie Beauty. Can I play this audio? Well, I guess if, whatever, I'll just mute it out later. Well, there is no audio. Oh, there is.
ถ้าไม่ต้องตีตูดมันข้างหลังอ่ะ
I love it. He just wanted some chips. Oh, Marty. Your mom's emotional support care said music biz Marty and heaven laughing at Chantal being in trouble and silence. I think he sent us the gift. I think he did. He had unfinished business with Foodie Beauty. I feel like shit went down. Like it all started going down on his birthday, which was May 30th. I feel like he blessed us with this gift. Marty the angel. I hope you got your golden retrievers up there, buddy. I hope you did. Let's keep going. Mean Kitten said, looks like she is approving comments. Elijah spilled the beans on their fake marriage and Salah's work history. The perfume business was Murad's alone. Salah worked for Allah until Foodie came along and said Salah is all about the money. Foodie says, yeah, I deleted my post. I meant every word. I just don't want to give it attention. Impulsivity bees, as usual. Gonna deal with the situation privately. Someone told her heart this comment if you're safe. I miss Marty, you guys. I do. I feel like I'm still in denial about his passing, to be honest. I probably haven't properly grieved. I don't know. He was very special. We had a friendship that we kept very private, but he was an amazing man, and I don't feel like a lot of people knew that. He was truly, truly amazing. Rest in peace, Marty. All right, let's keep going. I don't want to get emotional. Oh, yeah, remember? Okay, this is what I was talking about. Salah and Chantal were saying in a chat, Allah is a dealer. VI Peasant whiskey. So she was saying, VI Peasant, you can get whiskey, weeds, electronics, perfume, rings, and everything. Isn't whiskey and weed illegal out there? They sure threw him under the bus. I don't understand why you would have to get perfumes through him. Electronics, I get it, but like perfume? I don't know, maybe I've just never like bought stolen expensive perfume and I just don't understand it. Maybe I just don't get it. Called it, yep. I miss him too. Oh, backrooms. Yeah, Vista, unfortunately, he did. He did. And it just hasn't been the same on YouTube since that, let me tell you. Or just in general. I don't know. I think he felt like he was such a like problem to everybody else, but he was seriously like, you wouldn't know this based on trolling, but like he was such a nice guy. Like he would have given anybody the shirt off of his back. Anyways, he unfortunately passed and the world just hasn't been the same since. And I pray that his parents are doing okay and in their own way have felt some sort of closure or something. I don't know how you have that after a child dies, but I'd like to think maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I just want them to be happy and have peace. That's what I wish for them. All right, let me redirect back to this foodie beauty stuff. Okay, so do you guys remember Salah asking for 5K for them to show their marriage certificate? Bad Seed doesn't want us to forget and said, let us not forget that Salah played along. Yeah, he was your secret crush, Backrooms. When did he pass? God. Was that March? I don't know. I still haven't like processed everything. I don't know. I don't like how everything went down, obviously. I don't understand why the chick who wasn't with him isn't in jail. I mean, she was with him and like, I don't understand a lot of it. I don't. I just hope that Marty is in heaven and he has golden retrievers and I hope that he has all the animals. Actually, I hope he's in charge of all the animals. And I hope that he's trolling Cyrax on his off time if he feels like it. Salah, I guess it's a good thing nobody paid you 5K because your marriage isn't real, right? Right? Alex said, if Foodie isn't in Canada by now, she is dumber than I thought. The list of Kuwaiti crimes just keeps growing and growing. She might as well go because she's going to end up there anyway at this rate. Was it April? Yeah, it was accidental. It was. Friendly reminder, if you're struggling out there today, you don't have to struggle alone. Please talk to somebody, please. You'd be surprised how much other people can relate. I'll tell you, I thought my story was the worst in the world. Like nobody had done as much wrong as me in my life. And it turns out that there's other people who also had a bump in the road, you know? So just talk to somebody, please. All right, let's keep going. Hectic Moment said, Alex says Hectic said, if Foodie is in Canada right now, she's dumber than I thought. The list of Kuwaiti crimes just keeps growing and growing. She may as well go because she's going to end up there anyway at this rate. Hectic Moment said, I looked and you could still access her PayPal, and it gave me the option to send her money, so it doesn't seem flagged or anything. The only odd thing is, in the location, it was listed as Orleans, Ontario, which I looked is around 65 miles from Cornwall, but I don't know if it's been like that before. I don't know that I ever paid attention. Oh, Orleans is where the luxury villa was. There you go. See, it's a good thing we looked into things. I think it'd all be exposed with Chantal. I lost my boyfriend in 1990 to drugs. I'm so sorry, Backrooms. It's so hard. It's so hard. This is why, like, nobody, if you can hear me out there and you've never tried drugs, don't. Just don't. For one thing, you think you might try something once just to say you did. You don't know if you're going to end up addicted to it. You don't know what it's cut with. Just don't mess with it, please. Please. My PSA for the day, don't fuck with drugs. I mean, do you know how many brain cells I lost from drugs on its own and how many bad things happen? Like, you will not just try something once and that's it, right? And if somebody's offering you something, they are not your friend. Don't ever talk to them again. All right, so we're going to show some clips from Milky. Tot Mommy said, Milky took one for the team. The darling was out doing her thing and was told to run home to interview Allah. She deserves a medal and loads of love. I might get a coloring book too. Tot Mommy said she did an awesome job, so respectful and in tune. What a team player. All right, let's play this.
People's putting it kindly. I'm being a very nice person. She took requests. She took requests. That's kink. It's kink. That is porn. She's doing porn. Have you watched her face when she's like, when she eats, she's looking at herself. It's porn. Oh yeah, and he sent a male escort as well.
Oh, I just keep replaying it. Sorry.
It's porn. She's doing porn in a hijab. In a hijab during Ramadan.
Yeah.
Making pornography. It's blasphemy. What's going on? You should cover Astrovino. Oh, girl, I want to. Truly. Truly, I want to.
She was. Have you ever seen anybody do porn or corn in a hijab? I mean, I haven't. Maybe I just don't look that up or something, and it's out there and it exists. But Money said, more is coming, Foodie. Better make sure to tell shit boy. So again, they're definitely going after Salah, and I love this for them. PI said, according to ChatGPT, Team Aldar International Perfumes Company (WLL) is an active registered business in Kuwait. According to Dun and Bradstreet, the company operates in a wholesale trade sector, specifically dealing with perfumes and colognes. The company's address is listed as Kaysari Ahmad Abdullah something building, plot 11, 58th Street, Fahahil, Ahmadi, Kuwait. The key principal associated with the company is Mohammed. These names are just so hard for me to say. Al-Jari, who is identified as a partner. Additionally, a branch of the company, Team Aldar International Perfumes Company, WLL Branch 1, is located at plot number 11, lot number 7501 on Street 56, Fahil, Kuwait. This branch is managed by Salah al-Din S. El-Refe, who is also listed as a partner. Didn't somebody DM the company though, and they're like, Salah does not work here. Don't message us again. Hold on. The second business is no longer active. Something shady is going on with this. Didn't Marty discover that Salah's dad just paid to have his name on something? Hold on. Poor Salah's no longer selling gift items and ladies' accessories. Not sure why the business went inactive before the expiration date of their permit. It's not a real business. This is a front for something else. Lies, all lies. Exactly. I hope Chantal gets deported and Salah gets caught up in his scamming and lies. I hope so too. That's all I want for Christmas this year. Nothing else. All right, let's keep going, you guys. This is kind of like our catch-up stream. So if anything goes down, we'll know exactly what's going on. All right, let me keep scrolling. I need to do some of that tapping on my sinuses today. I'm telling you, the person who told me to tap, it worked, and it worked great. So I need to try it again. Okay, you guys, this is a game. Instead of, well, where's Waldo? It's where's Chims, and I already see her. How long does it take you to find her? Wait, is it cheating if I zoom in for you guys? Okay. A front for the pharmacy, yeah. Hey, Lisa. All right, did you guys see her? If you couldn't find her for whatever reason, I'll zoom in a little bit more. I was about to ask if you were sick. No. You know what it has? It's been like weird weather, really windy. Um, there was thunderstorms. I think it's just like all the shit from the fires is just kicked up into the air, basically. So, but I'm fine, not sick at all. Just can't breathe for the life of me until I tap the shit out of my face. She's in the water. All right, there you go. I love this. I think we need a Where's Foodie book where each page we have to find her. One day she's at an amusement park. One day she's ice skating. I would pay good money to do that. It just sounds like a fun time to me. You see her? I don't see Chantal doing any jail beezing, just sent home if anything happens. Same. Isn't it, Violet? I had a good time. Oh gosh, poor Julia. Hectic Moment said, oh, not that we need more evidence of negligent animal care for Foodie Beauty, but I forgot about this pic she took, allowing Julia to play and sleep in a plastic garbage bag. You can't make this shit up. Wouldn't you just get your animals like real toys to play with? I wouldn't even want a child playing with a plastic bag, let alone my pet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess just some things you can't teach. You can't teach a motherly instinct, and Foodie Beauty just doesn't have it. Sock Puppet said, I keep thinking about how much easier Foodie Beauty will be able to find compared to those of us who could survive off grid in the wild for a while. She can't go 24 hours without fast food. They should put wanted posters and Olive Hardee's in the Middle East. She will be found in a day. Okay, could you guys go off grid? I think I could. Not permanently, but I think it sounds like a nice break. All I need is basically my vapes, and I'm good to go. What about you? What would you need? Oh my God, plastic bag, right? Julia had no toys. It's so sad. And Edna said, I wouldn't put it past her to be financially manipulative, verbally abusive towards the law, and threaten him to the government. Oh, I feel like she's done that. I feel like he would have already been gone if she didn't have shit to hold over his head. Anyways, but now he did that pouring water incident on her and gave her ammo to lie to the Kuwait government about him being physically abusive. Salah better lawyer up.
Will ask, why is it Salah's family doing anything? Why are they letting him be with her? Why are they like letting them do this? And now the answer is because he's cut them off completely. And Allah confirmed that with his phone call with PAWS Kuwait this morning. He told them too that they are cut off from each other. They don't communicate, they don't contact each other. Allah said they're camping with the camels. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well,
Those poor camels, they thought they were free. Okay, you would think you would need your bed for off grid, but have you ever watched Naked and Afraid? See, I feel like I could go off grid because, like, my boyfriend is very handy. Like, and I feel like, I don't know, he should be a Boy Scout to this day. He just knows how to do everything. I could go off grid with him because I feel like he would make us like giant leaf beds and a blanket out of them. And I feel like it would be comfy. But think of like a week of just having to hear nothing but silence. And maybe if you camp near the water off grid, you just hear stream going, birds. Like 1 week of that sounds like a really good time. And then you could go back to your nice comfy bed. Who is that? Why does she look familiar? So her name is Abida. Um, she's been in Girl World. I think she found Foodie Beauty one day, or people were talking about her in some sort of group she was in. And then she became a part of Girl World, and she gives her insight. Some people like her, some people hate her. I find her interesting. And she's always been kind to me. So, all right, let's keep going. And Enigma said maybe Mo Translates can chime in. My guess is what the Red Queen always said in the Disney movies. Huh.
Prison might be an option, maybe, I don't know. But I will tell you, if they see or they find out about his shirk, like the Kybella stuff, he's going straight to the Barzakh. He's not going to prison. He's not going to the army. He's going straight to the Barzakh. I'm not saying that to scare people. I'm not saying that to make people worry, or if
He's
he
going where?
gets deported back to Syria and they know about the Kybella stuff, the shirk, the blasphemy, going straight to the Barzakh. Straight to Barzakh. I want to scare you guys. But
I'm
straight
not
to the
scared.
Barzakh.
What does this mean that she's saying?
How do you spell it? B-A-R
I get it, buddy. Death.
Z-A-K-H. B-A-R-Z-A-K-H. No, it's not a word camp. It's not hellfire. Hellfire and air.
Hold on, I'm going to the replies. Wait, I swear she deleted her channel. I was trying to find the verse video she uploaded. Victoria said, just for context, Abida is definitely or absolutely not saying this is happening. She also doesn't believe he would deserve it. She makes that very clear during this stream. She is just talking about how seriously the Kybella situation could get, and only in Syria. Huh. What the hell is a Barza? It's spelled Barzak? I don't know. It's similar to purgatory like Christianity has. Do we have purgatory? So it's the period between a person's death and his resurrection on the day of resurrection. Maybe I didn't pay attention well enough in Bible school, but I could have swore it was either I was going to heaven or hell. And some of the churches I was going to, I swear they just assumed everybody was going to hell, hell, hell. Anyways, I'm glad you said purgatory because that immediately came to my mind. My good Catholic school education kicked in for a second. Same here. Islam believes in certain things are different in Christianity. So is purgatory supposed to be worse than both because you're just fucking stuck? Huh. Sorry, I'm on a whole different thing. Purgatory limbo. I went skiing at a resort in Colorado called Purgatory. I think the oil field might mean death penalty. See, why would you just even again, this has been a great lesson as in when you go to another country that you're a guest in, you should read up on the rules because even if something seems stupid to you, like it's probably a rule is there for a reason or a law is there for a reason, and some people are very, very strict. Enigma said, so Chantal forced Salah to be cut off from his family, which explains why his family knows nothing about what they do. Surely they can watch her lives, but Chantal does this with all the men, including Pete. That's how she controls them, financially and emotionally.
People ask, why isn't Salah's family doing anything? Why are they letting him be with her? Why are they like letting them do this? And now the answer is because he's cut them off completely. And Allah confirmed that with his phone call with PAWS Kuwait this morning. He told them too that they are cut off from each other. They don't communicate, they don't contact each other. Allah said they're camping with the camels. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think that might be all the clips for her. I think it was Bunny who's like, I can't. I think we're done with her. I think. Mrs. Lupa Booty said, I wonder if the roommate had been meeting his daily quota of kisses lately, or if the tracker she keeps on her phone has been showing 0 each day for the last week. I still think it's stupid she even did that. Like, imagine your husband doesn't kiss you, but you put a kiss tracker on your phone. Oh no, I lied. I'll just skip it, but I'll let you know what it says. Chantal will most likely tell it all when she gets back to Canada. Salah can expect her to lie about him and ruin his reputation there in Kuwait to the point he will get deported. It seems like Chantal did say that on her live once, if I'm not mistaken. Um, do you want to hear? It's 10 seconds. If you're over the clips of her, like that's okay too. Protestant does not. Catholics have purgatory. Own country or different country. Be a decent human being, and you will generally be okay. Hey Gigi, good to see you. Kaz, good to see you. She is a hardcore fundamentalist. Exactly. Teardrop. PI said deleted. Okay, because Yo Mama was announcing to everybody that Foodie Beauty's lawyer contacted him. The post is now gone. His post got nothing but hate. Everybody was calling him a cat killer because he admitted to killing his neighbor's cat, saying he's a cow tipper. Okay, here's the thing too. Yo Mama posted a comment from Nick. Nick, if you're still in our chat, he posted a comment from you saying like you contacted somebody out, you'd left a comment somewhere, whatever, and he called you a cow tipper. However, your mama is allegedly speaking to Foodie Beauty's lawyer, and that's not considered cow tipping. Let me remind you, Yo Mama asked me to go to a bar with him in DMs. He said his brother was a manager at Yard House and he could get free drinks. And then I had to remind him, I was like, I'm sober. Like, it's not really appropriate to invite a sober person to a bar. He's like, oh, my bad, my bad. Anyways, he is a cow tipper. He is. But either he fucking lied about his Foodie Beauty lawyer or he couldn't take the heat, which is both funny to me. Tweety said, well, look who seems ready to jump in the fire with Chantal. Tweety said, it's obvious Chantal told her lawyer that the haters were lying on her, when all of the haters did was provide receipts of what she did with clips and links to her own content doing it. If this fool goes in saying differently, he will end up looking like a bigger fool than Chantal. Where the hell was he talking about? Oh, let me see if I could go to his Twitter. Hold on. Let me stop sharing the screen for a second. It was on his Twitter, Nick. I don't really remember. There we go. Okay, hold on. Right here. And they have told PAWS Kuwait that she was planning to flee and authorities should flag her passport. And he said, cow tipping is wild. Let's see, Tired AF said, sir, do you really not get it? Cow tipping is also chatting with them, sending them super chats, live streams, giving advice when you know she watches, and trying to create a podcast with said cows. Hypocrisy. Living in the upside down. That's his favorite thing to say. He said giving money in real time to get a cat back to its mother is cow tipping. I thought letting the consequences of the actions play out without interference was cow tipping, but okay. Let's see. I'm your Huckleberry said, didn't you communicate directly with her and even help her create songs? You're the cow tipping king who has become a cow, and you love that about yourself. But if this person is foul, then so are you for instigating drama with her. You root for Foodie Beauty's downfall more than we do. Anyone said, and you're known as Tippy for being a cow tipper. Have a seat. They also said you legit have her phone number, but go off. Alexa said, do we need to give that wife of yours a call again? No, then shut the hell up. Tanya said, you mistyped reporting crimes of an animal abuser. Why would Chantal's lawyer breach confidentiality? They didn't. I don't even believe Foodie has a lawyer. Mara Lead said, go back to fighting with Gorlick Boy. Leave the girls alone. Sasha says the man who contacted the husband of the woman who ended her life, he's done that too. He's done that too. He is the biggest cow tipper of them all. It's wild that he doesn't see that. All right, let me go back to my Twitter. We're just going to start at the top and go down. Hold on. Give me 1 second, you guys. These people lie just for the sake of lying. Pathetic. Yeah, he is desperately looking for attention, and he's getting it, but it's all bad. It's all bad. Everybody's reminding him left and right what he did to a cat. All right, I'm starting at the top and going down because it's going to take me too long to find where we were. So, hold on. But that gives us a break of the Abby clips anyways. Okay, PI said, and this is right here why she hates me and continues to harass my family members via sock accounts. She thought her bankruptcy was going to be discharged, but for the first time in her life, she was actually held accountable. And this person said, highly recommend Upholstery Syntax's latest Retro React from when Chantal first got to Kuwait. The bankruptcy hearing she refers to here ended up not being discharged as she hoped. And I love the insistence that she'd be able to sponsor Salah. All right, let me make this bigger.
Will be done on the 30th of January.
Oh, I have to press play. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. You come back. Twitter? Don't fuck with me today. Oh, wait. Now I got rid of you guys. Hold on. Oh, no. We were doing so good. Let's see. Maybe I could just... Why isn't StreamYards in my history? I'm clearly using it. Can you guys still hear me? Let me see. There might be two of me in here now. Oh, no. It ended? It says my stream ended. Huh. Okay, well. Press 1 if you can still hear me because I could see you guys chatting. Weird. Okay. All right, I see all the ones. Well, let me just try and get back in, and if there's two of me, I'll just kick myself back out. Oh, gosh. Only I would do this. Am I back? Oh, two of me. Okay, hold on, you guys. Leave. All right, let's go back in. Please don't be two of me in here again. Oh, there's two of me now. Fuck. All right, hold on. All of me. Remove. Remove. Let's try this. Hello. Okay, I know. Okay. It was confusing me. It was telling me that my stream ended. Um, it wouldn't let me back in, and then I was in there 3 times, but it's okay. I think I fixed it. I think I get very click happy, and then I send you guys somewhere. And I guess I'm sending you to purgatory during that because I don't know where you guys go. You aren't at the top of my screen. You aren't at the bottom. You just get sent off into the void. And then I have to find you again. But how was it while you were gone? I hope you were okay. Hopefully. All right, I'm back. Let me share the screen again. Every time I do that, people leave too, but it's okay. It's okay. The right people stay. So I think I was trying to play a clip for you guys, wasn't I? Highly recommend Pulpy Syntax's latest retro react from when Chantal first got to Kuwait. The bankruptcy hearing she refers to here uh, ended up not being discharged as she hoped, and I love the insistence that she'd be able to sponsor Salah. No, not purgatory.
And set up a payment plan. Don't worry about it. In the minute everything is discharged, which I have a hearing, which will be done on the 30th of January, I can sponsor him. No problem.
Oh, messages of sponsorship. Did that end up happening? No, I don't think so.
So, and set up a payment plan. Don't worry about it.
She couldn't send up a payment plan. Or maybe she tried to. Either way, it didn't work out in her favor, and she still owes money. She still owes money, and she's been making money over in Kuwait, eating every single day on somebody else's dime from all her PayPals, and not paying any of the debt over in Canada off. Huh. Sparrow Ivy said, think about this. How hard will it be for Chantal to get online and admit she's in Canada, that she's fled, left Julia and Salah, and is now penniless, living in her mom's or aunt's? Plus, she owes Canada too. She just can't get on YouTube because of her pride. Saying baby Carrot looks younger. Look at him here too. Salah with Bruce Lee. Why did she let him wear this? He dresses like my nephews. And they look cute for being 8. Like, you know? And then there's a grown man. Oh, this whole thing was so embarrassing. They're dancing. The whole fucking thing. Uh, Me and Kitten said, I keep going back and forth on where Chantal is, but then I find myself thinking like myself and not her. I would have ran back to Canada, but as arrogant and as overly self-assured as Foodie Beauty is, she probably stayed in Kuwait. Plus, she's lazy and won't be rushed to do anything. The food's cheaper there. It is. She's always like, oh, I could get this whole 20-piece fried chicken to myself for $5, you know? She's not going to willingly give that up. She isn't. That should have been illegal. Did anyone do a comparison video of what Allah had to say yesterday versus when he was first intertwined 2 years ago? I don't know, but if you guys know a comparison video, I think we need to watch it. So Nick T said, can we ask Milky why she didn't ask a lot to follow up on the kittens and mom in person? Get him to call the rescue? Maybe on stream? Where is Bruce Lee? Did we forget about him like we did BBJ because it's more important to hate a lolcow than to get facts and save an animal? Isn't this the weirdo that's with Cam, the My Little Pony lover? She is in withdrawals from Santa Fe sauce. Now that I believe. Milky said, I didn't ask because I think PAWS has been extremely transparent. I believe we know what happened to the kittens and mom. They were treated, fostered, and are planning to be adopted out to the USA. What more is there to ask? Emil Huckleberry said, yeah, why didn't you ask him to call in the middle of the fucking night to ask about something? PAWS is already openly addressing. Mrs. Morris said, why would Allah know? He ain't gotta do shit. You're fine. Milker said, hold on. Nikki said the person who owned the rescue in 2014 when it was investigated for cruelty, abuse, and neglect is still the owner. It's a grift. Please ask Allah to follow up. If you're the same Nikki, please ask your creepy-ass boyfriend to stop giving death threats to the reaction channels. Like, why are you all up in this? Milker said, I'm not in contact with Allah. Never was, never have been. Couldn't message him even if I wanted to. Nikki T is still going. Bruce is in the hands of abusers right now, and no one seems to care. Blinded by hate for Foodie. Reminder, there is more than one piece of shit on the planet. Milker said, have you done a video about it? I'd love to share and show the research and stuff you've done. Nikki said, check out the thread. There are links to videos that I don't think you'll want to show. I'm sorry, this can't be packaged up with a bow on it. It's unfolding as we speak, all in the thread, as we know, to date. Milky said, you make content, right? You should definitely make a video. You have a lot of knowledge of it, and it would be very beneficial and helpful, I'm sure. And then there's her boyfriend Cam. Have you made a video about it? Looker said, why are you mocking? It was a genuine question to educate myself. She's a content creator with a lot of information about the subject. It's a fair question. Cam said creating content and doing research that she shared on social media are two different things. What you said was tantamount to grok. Why should I care about the truth instead of joking? Hold on, I gotta show you guys something if I could find this picture of this guy. I don't know why these two are even still here, to be honest. Hold on. So Nikki is with this guy, Cam, who doxes everybody in Girl World, wishes death upon them. And then it turns out he likes My Little Pony and he looks like a really fat Pete's and Salah combined. That's the best way I could describe it. Hold on, I'm on a journey to show you guys. If I could find his picture. I know I'm not sharing the screen right now because I'm looking in my bookmarks. But I did find a clip of Allah and Milky's, I think, that I forgot to retweet. So this is very helpful. Oh, wait, I know she has it on her Twitter. Let me find this creepy ass man. I'm on a journey. You could start vaping if you want. I'm vaping while I'm looking for something. So he's unattractive. He's really pervy looking, is what it is. He looks like something is wrong with him. That's the best way I could describe it. I gotta look through this media really fast. If anything, if I can't find it in the next 3 minutes, I will show. Oh, I found it. I just need you to see this person who wishes death upon us and doxes people. He looks like he likes My Little Pony, right? Right. Remember how she was skidding that she didn't have a criminal? Yeah, Shelly, I do remember. I do. I don't have a criminal record like Breezy. Well, bitch, I've never been in as much trouble as you. So, anyways, Cam, I don't know why you're still here. But thank God you don't show your face very much because it's rather traumatizing. And Nikki, if you're that convicted over it, make a video. Stop telling everybody else what to do with their platforms. You like to talk a bunch of shit, go talk it. Okay, there was a clip of Milky and Allah, and now I'm trying to find it. Hold on. It was in my bookmarks. We're all criminals, all of us. Yep. Okay, let's see. Where did it go? Where did it go? Stomach, stop growling. Now is not the time, okay? Here we go. Allah said Salah doesn't work or write papers, and that Chat GPT does all of it. Sorry, we took a side journey from my Twitter because I realized I forgot to share a few things while I was looking for the picture of Cam. Okay, so
Hmm.
Anyone, all they know, where is his work? Where he work?
That's a great question. Nowhere. He doesn't have a job.
Where he work? What his job? What his business?
He says he
Nothing.
spends all day writing papers. No, you don't. No, you don't.
ChatGPT or the AI now, they write for you 100 pages in
Yeah, he
second.
doesn't. Did he have a job before?
Anyone, all they know, where is his work? Where he work?
That's a great question. Nowhere. He doesn't have a job.
he doesn't
Where
have
he
a job.
work? What his job? What his business?
He says he
Nothing.
spends all day writing papers. No, you don't. No, you don't.
ChatGPT or the AI now, they write for you 100 pages.
Yep, true. Okay, what is this? Chantal said, Foodie Beauty and Salah roughly 4 days ago? Hold on. Okay, let me go back to my main Twitter, you guys. Salah's English has actually deteriorated since Foodie. We've been watching retros, and his language skills were much better than. See, I think he's addicted to a few things. I think he is. What? I don't know. But you can't convince me otherwise. He's losing brain cells, whatever it is he's doing. All right, let me go back to Twitter, you guys. Hopefully you could see it. Kelly said she mentioned prior that she gets 3 months worth of insulin and needles, not sure about her other diabetic meds. Salah used to work with the law, but when Foodie came to Kuwait, he quit that job. And he hasn't done anything since, right? Okay, Okie Doll said, I was watching Social Catfish on YouTube, and this comment from a woman who married a younger Syrian man caught my eye. Doesn't look like Salah won't get that far. Or it doesn't look like Salah won't get that far. Okay, someone said, don't do it. I married a man from Syria 15 years younger than me. He was very ambitious, got his education, hid money, and blindsided me. He left me as soon as he got his citizenship. And then a few people were like, same here. Someone said that happened to my sister too. He was here from Syria on student visa during the 90s. He never went to class, but he enrolled every year. He was about to be deported because he was not keeping to the student visa terms. She married him to keep him there. He was so selfish. She supported him, and after he got his citizenship, he disappeared, leaving her and their 2-year-old son. She couldn't believe it, but everyone knew that would happen. Alice said, oh, is this about the new episode? The woman's dating a guy from Ghana, and the SC team concluded it was all real? Yeah, I had the same thought. That man is most likely playing a long game to get a visa. It's so sadly common. Wow. I agree, Mia. Besides, Salah supposedly just got back from Syria the day Foodie Electric went out. He mentioned the airplane. Nick said, yay, this week's video was a guy from Ghana who everyone thinks was a marriage scam. Will you link it for me? I need to watch this. Hi, Mia, by the way. Okay, so here's a clip from Amberlynn Reed, and I don't know why I retweeted it, but here you go. Poop Olympic said Amberlynn reached 400 pounds at the end of the crystal era, early 2015, and has never been below 400 since. She steps on the scale, and it says that she's in her 300s, or in the 300s, for the first time in 10 years, and she still has to test it with a water jug to make sure it's broken.
But then 4 days ago, I stepped on the scale and it said I weighed 350. And that was when I like flashed back and I was like, wait a minute, is my scale broke? I was like, something's off. Amberlynn, it's time to just like genuinely be honest with yourself. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to put a gallon of water on the scale because literally you know exactly how much a gallon of water weighs. It kept saying it only weighed a pound. And I'm like, that's not how much a gallon of water weighs. It doesn't weigh a pound. Like everyone knows. But then 4 days ago, I stepped on the scale and it said I weighed 350. And that was when I like flashed back and I was like, wait a minute.
Why would you need to get a gallon of water? Like, looking at her, I could tell she's not 350, but let me look at these replies. Who told her to do her hair like that? Libra said, I hate her hair like that. Thank you. Who told her it looks cute? That's what I want to know. Regina said, the last time I remember her mentioning any weight number, she was around 515 pounds. That wasn't even that long ago. She admits she felt swollen, but yet she thought the doctor's scale was the broken one. If I had to guess, I would say she's easily about 560 pounds, if not more. Stick Bubble Card said, Amberlynn isn't even below 500. This is a pure lie. She hasn't lost a single pound. She's just lying about her weight because Chantal does. Emma said, I don't know the pound limit of this scale, but what I've learned from every 600-pound life episode is if they exceed the scale limit, it will give a false reading. I also learned what 600 pounds or over looks like on a woman her age, height, and basic shape. Amber is close, if not at or over 600 pounds. But not in her head. That's a wild thing. She thinks she's a skinny legend, and meanwhile, Marilyn Monroe was called fat. Doesn't make sense to me. Your mom's emotional support carrot said, I'm guessing the Hardee's/ice cream fund is nearly depleted. Whatever will the twat do? She's not allowed to beg, that's what we do now. She should go back to Canada and get on OnlyFans again. Bad Seed said, the punishment for a woman disrespecting Islam depends on how the act is classified. blasphemy, apostasy, slander, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, etc., and the legal framework applied. And the classical Sharia punishments range from 80 lashes for slander to imprisonment or death, with variations by gender and school of thought. Modern applications vary, with some countries imposing prison sentences or fines, often influenced by local politics or cultural norms. Always consult specific legal codes or scholars for precise rulings in a given context, as interpretations are highly diverse. Oh my god, 80 lashes? I'm breaking out in hives thinking about it. Oh my lord. Well, good luck to you, Foodie Beauty. I mean, maybe you won't feel it. There's a lot of fat there. Um, I don't know. Everybody tried to warn you, bitch. You, Salah. Eeh, it's scary to even think about places still exist that can lash you. Fondue Spite Bitch said, I thought fresh creamy Kuwait didn't have a drug problem. Cutie, your ignorance astounds me day after day. You know how Foodie always said, there's no drugs here? It says Kuwait City on June 3rd, rescue patrols arrested 112 people of various nationalities in May for the possession of suspected narcotics and in an abnormal condition. A security source confirmed that patrol officers, through security checkpoints in various areas, apprehended several individuals in possession of suspected narcotics and drug paraphernalia. He stated that all those arrested were referred to the Drug Control General Department, at the Interior Ministry. The source said that security campaigns are ongoing to arrest individuals wanted by law, as well as drug users and dealers. Wow. And they outed their friend Allah as a dealer. I wonder if that's where they were getting their shit. They haven't been sober in a live stream in a minute, right? I feel like if you've ever been on anything in your life, you know what it looks like. You do when somebody looks high. They've been high. They've been high. You can't tell me they haven't been. Amir Huckleberry said, to be fair, maybe she knew. I mean, she also said there was no way she could live with a man she wasn't married to. And she knew that was a lie. Oh, cutie. Or what if Salah's pulling just one big good scam over her? She thinks she's really married. She thinks the shit she's doing is legal. And really, he's sabotaging her. Yeah, no one laughs like that sober. Allah looks like that kind. They've been on something. I think so too, Mrs. Z. I think so too. All right, let's see what else we come across on Twitter. Lisa said, business at business has been a little crazy. Peggy Hill can relate with the spreadsheets and the relationship building, but at least I'm not an unemployed death bat silenced by my country. It's a good day. Oh my gosh. If you guys want to listen to some good music, please search MXPX Responsibility. I feel like I play that whenever I don't want to get out of bed. It's just my song. Alkaline Trio, Mercy Me. It's just an amazing song, and I feel like the world needs to hear it. Okay, Top Bondi said, okay, at the moment there's a lot of noise happening in Girl World. Foodie might be held accountable for stealing a kitten and asking for donations, but now people are alleging that PAWS Kuwait are abusive scammers and corrupt. Girl World is being accused of not caring about the kitten, just wanting to take Foodie down. People are also questioning why Milky platforms Allah, who allegedly has a history of dishonesty and homophobia. So here's my question. Is it really Girl World's responsibility to investigate and address the legal or systemic issues in Kuwait? Why is Milky wrong for taking a journalistic approach and reporting what was happening? Are we actually responsible for what happens to the kitten and PAWS Kuwait? No. To everybody trying to make us responsible, none of this would even be happening had Foodie Beauty not done any of this. None of this is our problem. None of it. Smeardrop said, even if PAWS Kuwait was a bad organization, I personally don't think they are. They are still doing the right thing in this situation. The kitten and its family have been rescued, and they have reported Chantal for her crimes. Milky did nothing wrong either. Tap on Me said, why should we be held accountable for PAWS anyways? We reported kittens were taken and we can't do anything else. I'm just shocked they went for Milky. How embarrassing for them. Amir Huckleberry said they conveniently leave out her other crimes, like arrogantly broadcasting living with a man she wasn't married to for over 2.5 years, filming sensitive locations. Bitch about it all you want, Chantal's facing consequences of her own actions. Attempts to pawn off blame are fucking stupid. Exactly. Ella said, no, it's not Gorwell's responsibility or fault regarding PAWS or the kitten's fate. We obviously are hoping for the best outcome for the kitten, but we are not there. We can't do anything. Foodie Beauty films everything herself. We didn't need to do anything at all for this outcome. It's her actions. I agree with that. Oh, and I'm so far behind in the chat. Twinning Aaron, hey, old wrinkly wiener. Blondie, hello, good to see you. Hey, Petty. Hello. Friendly reminder, if you're just coming in and for some reason you were blocked on another account, or if you're listening right now and you have been blocked and you're wondering why, you probably shouldn't have been. Please reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I will get it fixed. We had a rogue mod. A rogue mod who blocked a bunch of my regulars and is now a stan for Busy Little Bee. It's very weird. All right, so from the field, oh wait, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Norman said, it sounds like people need to worry about what's happening around them, not what's going on in someone else's horrible life. Tweety said, the kitten, the sister, and the mother are all in a foster home since day 2. It was proved with photos of them in that foster home and a clean environment. They had vet care. It was also shown in the video, and they are up to adoption in the US. So I am not worried about the kitten anymore. Tat said, I know, we all know. I just don't understand what they want. They just want to complain for the hell of it. Miss Lori said, whoever said that nobody cares about the cat is full of absolute shit. Let me tell you, I was crying watching that poor thing. So many people cared. Chantal, however, can go lay on some railroad tracks for all I care. That's what they said, okay? That's what they said. Wonder Mom said people like to forget that this is girl world, not the real world. These same idiots are the ones touching the poop nonstop. If people are this involved, they need to move on because this is not what girl world is about. We are not the police. We are not responsible for their actions. Amen to that. Wait, I'm nosy. Did I miss something? I'm nosy too. I want to be nosy with you. Jay said, alas, I'm nothing homophobic. It would be wrong if he did, and Milky posted it, but he didn't say anything offensive. Thank you. Okay, Be Kind said, I'm about to vape. Yes! Hold on, let me take a hit off my vape. I would love to vape with you. But I am going to mute if I stop coughing. Okay, hold on. Or start coughing. Well, that was amazing. These are my stories. I need to see how the season finishes. You were apologizing because it was you sleeping. All right, let me keep going, you guys. Barbecue Chicken said, I honestly think Chantal got a job at Hardee's and she's living her best life. Gregory said, it looks like Kay Bella made a sock account. Okay, this whole thing is weird. Kay Bella reappeared out of nowhere with posts saying that it's not her responsibility to out Salah for what he said about her. She said, there's people that want him, that expect him to get sentenced to death, and they want me to say this. She's like, I don't want this attention. La, 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 la. I don't know. She went on a whole rant, right? But then tagged PAWS Kuwait, Foodie Beauty. XYZ. So it was weird. Like, you don't want attention, yet you're hashtagging everybody. Anyways, and then this account appears to basically stand for Kay Bella. So people are thinking this is her sock. Also, Moon Rock sock. She got like all into rocks all of a sudden, crystals, all of that. I don't know. Maybe it's her. Gregory said it looks like Kay Bella made a sock account to clout chase and to try to defend herself. Go to therapy, girl. They have coping skills for everyone. I've just never seen somebody like say, I hate girl world. I hate the people in girl world. I'm not a part of you. And then she leaves and she keeps coming back. Like, if you hate girl world, Why keep coming back? Why? Okay, it's another clip. Why didn't she keep Miriam? Chantal was changing her name from her birth name because it was Christian.
If your birth name represents or has a meaning of shirk, so for example, my born name was Kristen, all right? So the meaning of that, the Greek translation of that is to be Christ-like. So Kristen would be a name that would be considered shirk. So I changed it to a Muslim name. If your name meant like Jesus, like or something like that would be okay, because that was like Jesus, which is Isa. Do you think you could eat on camera for us? What? Who are you talking to? Oh my God.
Okay, I'm done. So, oh, look at this, you guys. Marty always wins. BBJ too. This is so cute. Look how happy Marty looks. Look at him. Hanging out with BBJ. Your mom's emotional support Kurt said Marty and BBJ having a party. I really picture the party going on right now. Treats, dog treats for everybody. The kittens are getting, oh, what's that stuff called that makes them high? What is it called? The cat grass stuff. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that's what I picture. Oh, this made my day. That made my whole day. Did I play this? Allah said Salah doesn't work or writes papers that Chat GPT does that for him. Yeah, we saw this one, right? Tap on me said, go check out Jewels of Thought take on YouTube. She's a psychologist who lived as an expat in Egypt for 10 years. She knows her stuff on Sharia law and geopolitics. I think Lolcow Live can get her in deep trouble too. Really? This could be why Salah disappeared after that.
To then spread it all over YouTube and Twitter.
Catnip!
She has the same photos between her belly button and her knees from this OnlyFans account that she had. And the problem is she's not going to be able to say, well, that was before when I was in Canada, before I became a revert, before I became Muslima. That's not going to work because she was on Lolcows Live and they put the pictures up and the men on the panel were all looking at the pictures.
Yeah.
And she made jokes. She gave them, she in full Muslima garb, they say, well, like I've got the picture. Can I look at it? And she says, yes. She gives permission.
I cannot escape these Labubu things. Wherever I go, I have to hear about Labubu. And it even pops up on the screen.
As a Muslima, and she is sitting in her apartment in Kuwait. Now then.
I forgot about that. When she was on Lolcow Live, and then they asked her for permission. Somebody had a picture of her badge pics. They said, can we view them? And she said yes. And they did. And she started joking around with them. But then remember, it was like the next day she felt, God, what was it? She felt used, disrespected.
I knew Sharia. I knew the criminal courts. I knew this is going to blow up. I knew that. I knew it. I knew as soon as the issue turned into the money problem, and I thought, oh, if they come back with the money thing and they decide it's criminal, then they're going to have a true problem. If you take it out of civil court, you're in deep trouble. I'm talking about in an action.
I don't know really what a Labubu is. They're like these little dolls, like hairy dolls. I don't know what they're supposed to be. To be honest, they could probably be really cute. I'm just so sick of seeing Labubu. Like I remember during Easter, people were freaking out all over Facebook. Is anybody giving Labubu Easter baskets? Where can I get Labubu? Like people losing their minds over these Labubus. I still don't know
Maybe
what they are.
if they didn't have the money, because they're very poor. They don't have any money. Maybe they went to the Canadian embassy for safety because she is a Canadian citizen, right? Or is she dumb enough to just be sitting there in her apartment trying to hide?
She's dumb enough.
And after everything you've just heard, listen to this. Her fraudulent husband, the one where they bought a corrupt judge to give him a fake marriage certificate. He is actually a Syrian refugee. He is a Syrian refugee. His family, his dad and sisters are there in Kuwait. They will all have to answer for what these two jokers have done. So nobody knows where they are. And now today, people are saying, people in Kuwait, people that know them are saying that they are camping in the desert. This woman weighs 600 pounds, people. Camping in the Kuwaiti desert. Do you know how hot it is there? 130 degrees is like.
Yeah, but if you knew that you had 80 lashings coming, I'd hide in the heat. I would take the heat. I would suffer rather than get lashed, smashed, whatever else they're gonna do to me.
Easy. It's the craziest story.
His father
How
is doing
many of
something.
you guys in here have heard about Chantal, Foodie Beauty, just in general? Like if you've heard of her, like you know who she is, put a 1. I'm just curious because, like I said, the only reason that I came to know of her, I would see she would like be recommended sometimes, and I would.
So many people are talking about this right now. I know how the Lolcow people are. This is huge. It's becoming very, very big. So if it's just big on YouTube, imagine how it's probably catching on in Kuwait. I love this for her. I do. I do. Tia Marie said, I wonder if Foodie Beauty and Salah I wonder, Salah appears to not work the fragrance company anymore. So did you renew the business license you paid for in Canada before you lost your channel to keep his residency and status? Are you now his fake employer? You wanted to pay Nads to be on 24/7 at one time. I remember that. Wasn't she going to pay him for sex and food? I forgot how much it was a month, but was it like 4,000, 5,000? Anyways, I could see her being Salah's employer. If the Syrian individual is employed in Kuwait by the Canadian company, the company would likely need to follow the standard Kuwaiti procedures for employing foreign nationals. This would involve obtaining a work permit and subsequently securing a residency permit for the individual. As long as they maintain a valid residency permit sponsored by the Canadian company operating in Kuwait, they should be able to keep their Kuwait civil ID. I don't know. What I do know is I hope she's in a lot of trouble. It's beyond how I personally feel about her, right? Like, I don't think anybody should be able to go visit a country and be an absolute menace there. I don't. I don't. I think it's wrong. I think you should read up on rules and laws, and I think that you should have to abide by them. And I think when everybody's giving you a warning, you should probably listen to them. Foodie Beauty did this all to herself. I hope that she gets everything she deserves to get, whatever that looks like, okay? Beautiful Regret said, since when does Salah have two brothers? One a doctor, the other one is a lawyer. Yo, mama, I want to see proof you know this. Or is this Foodie Beauty blowing smoke up your ass with more lies? Okay, I think it's Yo Mama getting his lies confused. Do you know one of his brothers is supposedly a doctor, another one is a lawyer. One works at a yard house being a bartender, or manages it, I guess. He's the managing bartender, whatever else. Like he has all these brothers and then he just gives them jobs depending on what like his need is for that day. All I've heard about Salah is he has a sister that lives in Canada and I think she's an artist. He has a sister that's a pharmacist and his dad is an educator, right? So where did these extra brothers come in? That one's a doctor, one's a lawyer. I don't know why people even listen to this guy. I don't know why. He is the most disgusting person in the world. He is. I feel like your mama's wife is going to end up being called soon, and like all he had to do was stay away, right? That's all he had to do. Rian said, guys, I don't know if anyone already did, but please add this to Foodie Beauty's crimes list. I'm pretty sure Chantal doesn't have a business license for selling her merch, yet it's still up on her YouTube channel. Okay, let's see. While many individuals sell products informally through platforms like Instagram or Facebook Marketplace, it's technically illegal to operate without a business license. Authorities may overlook small-scale operations, but risks includes fines and legal action. Register your business with the appropriate authorities. Ensure all imported goods meet documentation and labeling requirements. Comply with consumer protection laws. Avoid prohibited items to prevent legal complications. Operating without proper licensing poses risks. Even for small-scale or online sellers, it's advisable to consult with local legal experts or the Ministry of Commerce and Industry for personal guidance. I mean, she really went there, learning fuck all about their laws, regulations, whatever, and she somehow broke all of them. Every single one. Tourist visas in Kuwait are strictly for leisure and short-term visits. Engaging in any form of employment or business activities, including selling merchandise, is prohibited. This encompasses activities such as selling products online or in person. Oh my gosh. Violating these terms can lead to severe consequences, including fines, deportation, and potential bans on re-entry. What an amazing day. Oh, we have a clip from Alabama Chapstick. Salah, the bugs love him. Okay, hold on. We gotta make this bigger.
Ticks. I thought he.
Wait, start from the beginning. Thank you.
No, I'm not. Salah's picking up. You don't know what Salah's picking up? What's he picking up? He's out getting whisker ticks? I thought he shaved and got rid of those stubble stowaways. Or did he have to go downtown to Rexall and pick up a bottle of Rid? I don't know what I'm going to do without Salah and his peekaboo parasites. I'm going to miss you. Gelato ice cream stuff, but I don't feel like having anything else. I feel you on that one, girl, because if my man was down with pelvic pixies, I would just want to eat ice cream all night long. No, I'm not.
Pelvic
Salah's
pixies?
picking up. You don't know what Salah's picking up? What's he picking up? He's out getting whisker ticks? I thought he shaved and got rid of those stubble stowaways. Or did he have to go downtown to Rexall and pick up a bottle of Rid? I don't know what I'm going to do without Salah and his peekaboo parasites. I'm going to miss you. Gelato ice cream stuff, but I don't feel like having anything else.
Oh, crap.
I feel you on
Thank
that one,
guys.
girl,
I got
because
rid
if
of you
my
again.
man was down with pelvic pixies,
Oh,
I would just want
shit. Hold on. I did it again. I send you guys somewhere, and I never know where you go. Never. All right, we're going to try to get this again, but it might take me a few tries. Don't worry. There's only a few more tweets. I think the next time I go live, I'm going to use my mom's laptop so I could stop doing this to myself. All right, let's see if there's going to be a breezy echo. There is. Oh. How's purgatory going? All right, I'll see you in a minute. I got to get rid of all three of me. Hello? Why can't I get rid of this person? Get out, third breezy. Ugh. Trying this. You know, we might just have to let that go. Trying one more thing. Oh, now there's two of me up here. Okay, I'm back. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying when that happens. I don't know. And then there's like a whole breezy group in my StreamYards. Thank you for being so patient. All right, let me go back to Twitter. Let me go back. I got it. We left off at Alabama chopstick, huh? I'm trying to get where we were. So you're not sitting in purgatory waiting forever. It's really dark there from what I hear. All right, let me share the screen. I don't know what's wrong with me. Did you guys hear me talk about how my nose being stuffy is very triggering? It is. It reminds me. Okay, I hate being stuffed up. Like, I get in the worst mood because it reminds me of back during the days where I used to love putting shit up my nose. And I was constantly stuffed up, right? And I was constantly trying to clear my nose so I could put more shit back up of it. Anyways, it just triggers me. It triggers me being stuffed up. I end up a little spicy. Can you guys see my screen now? There was some money laundering, I think. I mean, at first, maybe I wouldn't have believed it when it comes to Foodie, Beauty, and Salah, but I think they're up to a bunch of shady shit. I think they are. They are. When you break several laws, are there some laws that you hold sacred? No, you're just a fucking lawbreaker at that point, right? They're very greedy people. They don't want to have to do actual work to make money. So money laundering, I believe it. Let's see. Next time we see her, she will be in a hospital. See, I feel like she's gonna pull one of those too. Like this whole situation has stressed her out. Her haters have landed her in the hospital. She doesn't have much time, and they think she's gonna grift for more money and then live another 6 months. PI said, I believe Foodie Beauty is in Canada. She has nobody in Kuwait. Nobody. She couldn't go this long without interacting. In Canada, she has family. She's more likely to be able to stay offline there than in Kuwait. In my opinion, knowing how Chantal is, and then there's Pete, who is clearly not worried about his friend at all, I'm still believing she ran to Canada. What did our poll win yesterday? Do you guys think she's in Kuwait or Canada? Love that Alabama has a fellow Texan yeehaw. Hiya, Chop. Okay, can you guys hear me or am I talking to myself? What if I think I'm back and I'm not really back? And I'm just doing the rest of this live stream and nobody can hear me. Oh well, I guess I'm still having a good time. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If not, okay. Julie said, Google the address, multiple companies come up. Two listed under Dun and Bradstreet and a sweets company and a construction company. Teeb Aldar are listed on verify.com, states that they deal in clothing, footwear, women and children's accessories, and it does not mention perfume. Again, I think they're up to shady shit. Teeb Aldar once sold perfume, right? Right, at one point, and now they're clothing and footwear? I mean, was business so good for that Beezer spray that they can now expand? Or is this a front for something else? It says T-Baldar International Perfumes Company is managed by Murad Alamad. You can hear me. Okay, good. Can we do a new poll, Kuwait or Canada? Yes, we can. Give me a second to log into the YouTube. You guys will have to tell me who wins because for some reason it never shows on my end. All right. I want to go to my channel. My channel, egghead. Okay, live. Man, I could do a poll. Okay, hold on. Now, start a poll. Is Chins? Where's Chins hiding? Do we need a third option, or do we pretty much just assume it's Kuwait or Canada? Kuwaiti. We'll just put Kuwait, Canada. To karate, Breezy. I believe it's a front. I'm just curious if she's in Canada, she would have gone live. She's losing that part too. She's losing a lot of money. Okay, I put 2 options for now. If you guys want me to redo the poll, I can. Oh wait, I can finally see it. But if it's I stay logged into my live stream, Canada was winning. You guys think she's in Canada? I mean, it does make sense. Now it's 50-50. Huh, this is interesting. I feel like my opinion on it changes by the day. Sometimes I think she's in Canada, sometimes I think she's in Kuwait. But honestly, Foodie, if you're still in Kuwait, like lashings, you wanted to stick around to find out if you're going to get, no, like you're an idiot. Amir Huckleberry said, so I know this Abida chick is written off by many, but she just dropped some knowledge on that whole Wasta thing that tracks with all of this. Did he scam Foodie Beauty fully into believing she was, or that he was a made man when he actually rolls with dirtbags? I could see him scamming her. I could see her believing they're really married and him not doing things right. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but I think she's one of those that would never check where all her money's going, right? Or different things happen and she just believes everything that he says. Um, the Frumpiest Biscuit said Chantal will say he couldn't stay in Kuwait without a job. My bet is he created an on paper only company to visually appear employed and likely to get Chantal a civil ID so they could get married. Probably hoping a couple years married in Kuwait would make Canada easier. I agree. Oh no, my arthritic thumb hit Canada and I meant Kuwait. Oh no! I'm sorry. I don't think they punish Canadians that hard. I mean, maybe they would. I don't know. He could kill her in the street. I don't think she's like sacred because she's from Canada. Oh, not the Canadian. She's untouchable. Dave's World said it's going to be weird if unbelievably annoying voice. I think it's Sansa has to do prison food micros for us. I hope she's up for the challenge. I don't think Foodie would survive jail. I just don't. As he said, not to get too technical, but if PAWS Kuwait needs proof that videos were filmed in Kuwait, all the authorities have to check are Chantal's entries on her passport or the logs from immigration, no? I would assume so. Oh yeah, and then Yo Mama deleted his post where he said that Foodie's lawyer contacted him. Didn't he also say that somebody contacted him about a documentary for the girls, and we just needed to wait and see, and the tides were going to turn and things were going to work in their favor? I feel like that never happened. Marcy said, you have to stop and ask yourself why an attorney defending Chantal for donation scams would have any reason to contact Yo Mama. He is totally not involved. All this does is prove that Chantal is fronting and there's no lawyer. Exactly. I think that's all I had today, you guys. I'm going to scroll down and see, hold on, if there's anything I missed. If there is, we'll cover it really fast before I go. And then, if anything crazy happens, I'll go live again. If you guys don't care that I sound stuffed up, then I don't care. Let's see. I'm going on a journey. I'm seeing if there's anything we missed. Blondie did a poll. When visiting a new state or country, do you research laws and rules? If so, how? Yes. Would you choose Google, friends, family, go free ballin', or travel agency? Well, luckily for me, my parents are very law-abiding citizens. Like they know the laws everywhere and they want to follow them everywhere. So like I know I'm set by calling my dad or my mom and like, hey, I'm going to Italy. Is there anything I need to know about? And they would tell me. I would also probably, if I was going through a travel agency, ask them. Google is my friend. Though sometimes it's not. Sometimes I Google things and I'm convinced I have like a brain tumor. I definitely wouldn't go free balling. In a former life, I would have. The 20-year-old Breezy thought laws didn't apply to me and I just gave zero fucks. So in a previous life, or my past life in my 20s, I would have gone free balling and I probably would be dead. So friends or family, travel agency, and Google would be mine. How about you guys? Okay, Mrs. C says Google. That one, so just don't look it up if you're having like health problems. You'll go on a spiral. I used to make fun of my sister for doing that, and then like I became her. Oh, do you guys want to see somebody refreshing? Kelly said this guy is so refreshing, no lies or excuses. He just says it how it is. Let's see. Let's go from the beginning.
This past week, obviously, the scale was not kind. 5-pound increase, but it was my fault. Right, I let external factors, like we had a cookout, I had a graduation party. Those were the planned events, but then I stopped by a fast food restaurant on Monday, got fast food on Tuesday, and it just wasn't like, it was habitual, it was lacking in discipline, and it wasn't good. So that was that. And I had to face that reality on Sunday. Harsh reality, but honest and true. Right, I deserved every bit of that weigh-in. This past week, obviously,
Wow.
the scale was not.
I think this person will go far, and I wish them nothing but success. It's always nice to hear accountability. And I feel like when you're trying to change, no matter what it is in your life, when you're trying to change behaviors or whatever else, like the biggest part is being accountable. Like I messed up. That's why like my weigh-in isn't going as I want it to because I ate more than I should have or whatever else. Anyways, that was very refreshing. That was the best way to say it. I don't know who he is. I feel like maybe we saw a clip before. Mr. Snowflake covers him too. Rallying with Sal. Amberlynn inspired Fortnite. His name is Sal. Your mom's emotional support kit said I discovered him around 2 weeks ago. I like the guy and I'm looking forward to his journey. Is he a nice person too? Kelly said from what I've seen of him, he seems very nice. Here's his YouTube channel. Journey with Sal. Hold on, I'm going to subscribe. Journey. I'm searching it with Sal. If it comes right up, I'll share the link with you guys. It does. What do you know? Watch, somebody already shared it. Here we go. He was 700 pounds, now he's 500? That's amazing. An inspiration like Shani. You say so. Good for that guy. Keep moving. Best rule is 80% wheat, eat healthy, and 20% junk. It really works. Oh, yeah, I just wish him all the success. Well, definitely, I think we should watch a video one of these days, you guys. I think we should. And see something encouraging. Cowboy Dog said, imagine explaining I'm hyper and you're going to get it to a Kuwaiti judge. Salt and Seth said, wahaha, you mama, you mouth breather. PAWS isn't suing her. This isn't civil litigation. They're filing so the government of Kuwait can criminally charge your pet pig. Get the fuck out with the lawyer lies. You're just repeating Foodie Beauty's bullshit. It's true. Michael Furberger posted this. Yo, mama, like Foodie Beauty's lawyer contacted me. The lawyer. I'm a lawyer. Better call Saul. Or it's Sal, I guess. Yaba said not only is Yo Mama a cook, he's a fat fucking liar. He is. Oh gosh, remember Foodie doing this. So disrespectful. I asked why he was still here. Tired AF said, if you lie and help her, I'm telling you now. Hold on, let me see if I can get to the comments. Will the comments still show? Yes. Okay, so he deleted the post. But Tired AF said, if you lie and help her, I'm telling you now. Girl World will come for you and your channel, and the cat situation will look like a walk in the park. I already know Chantal has caused all of her own problems by her behavior. She was warned about everything, and in typical Chantal fashion, she was smug and defiant. Time for some life lessons at 41. Let's see. Your mama said, I just said contacted. I don't cow tip like the haters. You do, though, yo mama. You're the biggest. Why do you think people call you Tippy? Because you cow tip. Let's see. Frankie said, Girl World throwing out threats. Farking losers. What are you going to do when Chantal quits her channel? Masturbate over her old videos? Oh, God. No, thank you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Chantal could die tomorrow and we will carry on. There's plenty of cows to cover out there. Nobody is masturbating to Chantal other than anime, and that's for a fact. Anyways, let's see. Doom said, do tell me again about the very real board-certified vet that Salon Chantal took the kitten to. Hundreds arrested for drug trafficking in the country that doesn't have drugs or drug dealers. Chantal should have picked up a local newspaper. Kuwait arrests Indian housewife posing as doctor running underground clinic. That's where they took the kitten, I bet. And you can't convince me otherwise. I asked, do we believe Aisha? She said, okay, so I texted the lawyer, and this is the explanation about Foodie Beauty. The only thing omitted is personal info. He said she is being investigated for money laundering. He probably won't get back to me until the morning, but I asked him what it means for Salah's status and what will happen if she had already left Kuwait. Language barrier, so I don't think he understood what I meant when it referred to her working, though. Okay, it says, you are accused of collecting donations without a license. You are accused of money laundering. That's what she's being accused of? Can you let me know what will happen to this person? The case has been forwarded to the Attorney General. The case will be investigated and then referred to trial. Can the person leave Kuwait while under investigation? Do you know what the investigation consists of? Also, is a Canadian citizen allowed to do YouTube as a tourist without proper documentation? The lawyer said he is not allowed to leave the country until this case is resolved. And photography is permitted except in sensitive facilities where a permit must be obtained. Runs with Scissors said, I definitely am more inclined to believe since finding out she did follow through with the cease and desist order. She just handled it quietly with tact and dignity. Speculation is fun. I think it's a fun time. All right, let's keep going. Oh, she's canceling cameos. I know people were requesting them so we could find out where she was. Well, I don't know that they were trying to find out where she was, but that's what I assumed. Because that's how we found out she was last time, right? She clicked a phishing link, and then there was also a cameo that was requested, and she put something up in the background. Anyways, she's canceling them, so there's that. Mean Kitten heard this and said, I don't get it. Salah said to hide here and that he would be right back. This is what I envision her doing right now. And it kind of gives me life. I can't even lie about it. Let's see. What else are we going to stumble across? Do I want to be spicy today? I think I'll stick to Foodie. I have plenty of opportunities to run my mouth about things. Mouths, I only have one. But I have plenty of opportunities to run my mouth about things later if I truly, really want to. I just feel like being a good little breezy. All right, you guys, if anything comes up, if we have any more updates from PAWS, I can fire up a live stream. As long as you guys don't care that I sound, I don't know, like a squirrel? I don't know what I sound like, but I don't sound like me. But if it doesn't bother you, I'm not going to let it bother me. And I promise I could come live if there's any updates. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I love this arc the most. I really do. This is better than Cuba Rage. This is better than Crackhead Olympics. It's nice to see somebody finally have to answer for all that they've done. And I don't feel bad about saying that, and I never will. Moonface and Catty Kitty, thank you so much for the super chats. Chickadee, thank you for gifting a membership. I want to thank my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. And I hope you have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And I will see you so soon. Bye, you guys.